Welcome to our Team Perseverance bi-weekly call. Dave's on his way home from hockey with Sadie, so he'll be joining me shortly to help with the call. But I want to let you guys know I have my niece and my nephew here and my daughter Addie, and they're all in the next room watching a movie. So if anybody starts running through here making TikToks, this is real life. I told them that they have to be quiet and watch a movie, but you know how that goes. So that's just real life. Welcome to our team call. If any of you are new or if you're watching the recording, my name is Kristen Atkins. It's not David Atkins, even though that's what it says. David and I are the founders of Team Perseverance. We've been doing these calls for like, I don't know, 13 years, something ridiculous like that. And this is where we come together every other week and we talk about news, announcements, we do a training, and we talk about, you know, what you guys need as coaches. Oh, welcome, Shauna. Is this Shauna's first time on a call? Yay. So I am going to hop right into our PowerPoint. It's not that long tonight. And then we're going to get into something different that we've never done before. And I'm hoping that it works. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Let me move you guys over. Hold on. All right. So if you are new to the Beachbody world, we have something called the National Wake Up Call every single Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And it's coaches in our business that are doing well, where they speak on some sort of topic, and you always will learn something new listening to the National Wake Up Call. So this week was a couple, Mike and Maggie Ulrich. I don't actually know them. I don't think I've ever met them in real life. Oh, maybe I have. Dave knows him. But they're really a power couple. So you want to go back and watch this. If you did not watch this, not everybody can join live at 11 a.m. Eastern time. But you can go to the Beachbody 411 page and rewatch it there. It's also under the podcast. I have it on my phone on my podcast. So you should go back and watch that every single week. All right. All right, push goals. Those of you guys that are pushing for New Leader Conference, guys, you got to get the party going here, because we only have until the end of the year to get to 1 star. So you can qualify to be I always say this, the New Leader Conference was one of the best events that I've ever been to. It's smaller. It's for up and coming leaders. It's something you want to earn. You can only earn it once. So you want to definitely get to the point where you're 1-star diamond so you can get to that. If you're pushing to be an elite coach, you need 105 leadership points, and you have to be a 5-star diamond within the year with 2 new diamonds. If you're pushing for premier, you need 75 leadership points and you have to be a 2-star within the year. All right, let's do some shout outs. Our weekly diamond board, myself, Devin, Shannon, David, under our 1 stars, and our diamonds holding strong, Lisa, Nicole, Melanie, Michelle, and Lindsay. And I'm hoping in the near future, we have some new diamonds coming up and on this board, and even some of our old diamonds getting it back and getting back up on their recognition board. Top recruiters for the month so far, 5 new coaches, Eliza, amazing. I think I saw her on here. 3 new coaches, Tina, congratulations. 2 new coaches each, Lindsay and Vanessa. Good job, ladies. 1 new coach each so far. Not so far, it's almost the end of the month. David, Joanna, Kim, Lisa, Melanie, Nicole, and Tara Gusky. Oh, Tara, I haven't heard Tara in a long time. Hey, Tara. All right. Congratulations to Melanie Yoakum, who will be our guest star diamond at our Scottsdale, Arizona leadership retreat in a couple of weeks. And here we go. I have one here. What?
Can we go see Jupiter again outside?
Wait till Dad gets home in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm on my phone. Go quickly. They said that they can see Jupiter tonight. Does anyone know this? Yes. Okay. So they've been outside. But meanwhile, my niece is scared to go outside in the dark because of Vecna, because of Stranger Things. So anyway, okay. So congratulations to Melanie, who will be our guest at our leadership retreat in a couple of weeks. Oh my God, we're almost there. All right, guys, I wanted to let you know that this is this week. So I'm going to put this in the team page as well. This is our flash sale that we are doing this Thursday. Now, the flash sale, sometimes we do it in a specific Facebook group. We've had different groups over the years. The easiest way I think we're going to do it this time is everybody who has a current group open, a challenge group, if it's a coach group, whatever you have, all your groups, as well as emailing your own customers. you're going to be sending them this invite to let them know that we'll be doing this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 4 packages, 4 visuals with videos and pictures of 4 different products that we're going to highlight on Thursday. And you can post them right in your group. If you're already in my group or another Diamonds group, you don't have to worry about this. We're going to do it for you. But also you can take the things that we post and you can put them out on your own pages, on your own social media. I wouldn't do it necessarily as posts, but I would talk about it in your stories, and you could put up the pictures and the videos right in your stories. And if somebody's interested, just say, DM me for the details. But this is also open to all coaches as well. So anybody who purchases on Thursday, any one of the packages, you're going to put a picture of your order confirmation right in our group. I'll give the directions for everybody. And then we'll put your name in a raffle to be eligible to win prizes. So it's just a fun way for everybody to, if you haven't tried certain things, like we'll have the 3-day refresh. We're going to have first thing and last thing, because I don't think enough people have really learned what it is and how valuable it is, especially this time of year with immune support and sleeplessness. Like Dave's been taking it at night and he's snoring. I'm just going to tell you guys that. Don't tell him. Like he's out cold. Like I've been hitting him and I'm like, stop snoring. Like he's out. So it works. If you're having trouble sleeping, definitely last thing is going to help you. And first thing is really has a lot of amazing ingredients that our bodies just need and crave, especially in cold and flu season. So I highly suggest everybody try it. Okay. But I will put this in the team page tomorrow and I'll give you more information as we go, but just so you know, you have this. Okay, now, okay. We have our upgrade to the new bod and body pricing. It's a little confusing, but Carl Deichler had this amazing video that he posted right on his page, if you follow him on Instagram, that explains exactly how to do it. So I'm gonna actually play this for you guys so you can see. It's really not that difficult. But you guys can watch it real quick, and I'm gonna go tell the kids to be quiet.
Here's how to upgrade to Body. First, you'll want to open your web browser on your phone. Then type in teambeachbody.com. See the 3 bars in the upper left? Click on that menu icon. Go to the bottom of the menu and click on Memberships and Subscriptions. Now, if you're not already logged in, go ahead and log in with the same email address and password you used to log into BOD. Look for your Beachbody On Demand membership and scroll down to find the white and orange button that says Upgrade to Body. Click on Upgrade to Body. Scroll down to see information about the Body membership, your personalized credit amount, and the terms. Check the checkbox to accept the terms of the upgrade. On the orange box, it says Upgrade to Body, and you're done.
Come on, you ready, baby? Let's go. Let's go. Everybody's working.
Push towards your goal. Get that check parallel to the floor if you can.
And you ride with a crew. Support is all around you.
Here's how to upgrade.
Okay, guys, this is for everybody. Like if you have Body, you should stop what you're doing and you should, you don't have to cancel, but you just have to go to upgrade to get the Body, the new subscription. Guys, you're only going to be paying like $14 a month for the whole year. It's like stupid not to, especially if you already have Body. Everybody should be upgrading to get this new thing. Now, there is also ways to earn Success Club that's different this month. I know a lot of you guys know this already. I don't think I can move this over. But you can earn bonus Success Club points this month. So for example, I upgraded my account to the new Body. We got a credit back for whatever we were owed. I think we renew in December. So it's just a little bit money back. And then we upgraded it to the $179 for the year. And Dave got 1 Success Club point from me, which hasn't happened in a really long time. So anybody that does that, we earn Success Club points from our coaches and our PCs. Now, if you do a total solution pack with the yearly bod and Body, you get 3 Success Club points. Lindsay, didn't you get someone who just did that? Did you get the 3 points? Yeah. Oh, you don't know yet. Okay.
Well, they just did it today, so I don't know.
Okay. So it's just a really great option. It's a great opportunity for us to earn extra Success Club points this month. It's like, here you go. So what I would be doing is I would be emailing, if you have a customer base, any customers, any of your own coaches, letting them know that it's silly not to upgrade to get the discount on this. They're giving it away. Okay. All right, the XB Sweat and Sculpt sample workout is available. Who tried it? I can't see everybody, but we did it. Joe, I see Jojo raising her hand. Is it fun? Wasn't it fun? Totally reminds me of the 80s. Like, and it's funny because we did it at our Fit Club on Saturday, which ironically was the anniversary of my mom's passing. And my mom was an aerobics teacher when I was a little girl. And this reminded me of her. And I was like, wow, how appropriate is this? She's got great energy. She's a little ball of fire, this little Andrea Rogers. This is going to be a really fun workout program. So it's a little bit of dance. It's cardio. You're going to be sweating. It's Pilates. Those little ankle weights are no joke. The bands are no joke. So it's going to be a really great program for those of you that are interested. It is going to be coming out is it next week? Oh my God, I'm losing track. Yeah, October 4th. And that's will be when our early access will drop. We will talk about it in the team page, but get yourselves ready for those of you guys that are going to rock this program. I'm going to be doing it and it'll be a lot of fun. Jojo will do it with me. All right, body blocks. I'm still not 100% sure about the body blocks because I haven't fully done it myself, but so this was starting in September, but there will be a new one for October, right? Yeah, the first Monday of every month, a new block will start. So October 3rd, guys, if you want to get into a body block and try this, you can start October 3rd. Now, again, if you're going to do XB Sweat, don't worry about a body block right now. Don't get overcomplicated with all the different things going on. Choose your path. If you want to do the body blocks, cool, do that. If you want to do a program, do that. But this is basically how it works. You choose your body block and it shows, and you can use the hashtag body block, but it gives you 3 different areas to do. I know a lot of people are doing the Tour de Pants right now, which I think is so funny. Is anybody doing that? No, nobody's doing that. But I know, Jojo, you asked about the bike, and I know a lot of people who have bikes, like, absolutely love them. So if you're thinking about it, get the bike. But you can start your body block October 3rd, and you can do the burn, build, or the ride. I don't know if they're going to do the ride in October, but there's 3 different levels of the blocks that you can do. So I will be getting into a body block probably closer to November because I'm going to be doing the XB Sweat. Again, choose what makes sense to you. You don't have to do it all. Okay. Body Bike Studio coming September 26th. All right, there's a one-of-a-kind offer. Includes everything you need to simplify your self-care. All right, so for $49.99 a month, you get the Beachbody bike, equipment, 3 years of bod and body, and 2 complete eating plans. So this is like a new sale that's going to be coming up and coming September 26th. Okay, that's today. That would be today. All right. And this will also earn you 1 bonus point, 1 Success Club point if you sell the Body Bike Studio. All right. There is more information in the FAQ 1637. I don't know a whole lot about it, but if you're interested in it, then you can go to the FAQ and read more about it. Okay. And how you can get everything. And it gives you 3 years of body and bod, which is kind of insane. All right, personal promo codes are still going strong. I believe we have these until the end of the year, guys, to get $20 off any of our total solution packs that are $149 and higher. All right, so use it. I'm very good at telling people I only have a few of them, so it gets people's butts in gear. All right, let me stop real quick and see if there are any questions. And Dave just pulled in, perfect. Hold on.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Sorry, about the upgrading body. Like so for me, I have Beachbody On Demand and I have Body Monthly.
Yeah, that's what we have.
So do I go in and cancel my Body Monthly to upgrade?
I don't think you have to cancel it. You just go to upgrade and it's going.
I didn't see the upgrade option. I just saw
You have to
upgrade
cancel.
total. You do?
You have to cancel and then it'll
Oh,
show
I'm
you
fine.
the credit
Yes,
when
you
you hit
do.
upgrade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cancel.
I'm
Mhm.
sorry,
An
you do have
upgrade.
to cancel. Yes, Lindsay, I did cancel. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. Thank you.
And then you go to upgrade and it's going to automatically give you like the like the credit to whatever you're owed until like your next year would have processed. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah. But everybody should be doing it. Like you're paying more money if you're not. It's silly. It's absolutely silly. silly. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, you guys. Okay. I know on the Brendan Bouchard call last week, some of you got to be a part of that, and he did breakout rooms. And Dave was on a training call last night, a Zoom for Sadie's hockey, like training to be a coach or whatever. Yeah, he's training to be a hockey coach now. It's like another thing he's doing. Anyway, he was on this 3-hour Zoom with like 65 people, and they did breakout rooms. And he was like, this is something that we really should be doing with our team. I've never used it, but as a teacher back in the day, what we would do is like, we would work in small groups, right? With kids or with teachers when we did training. And we would talk about whatever the topic was, and we'd write out on big boards or, big flip charts, whatever our answers were. I know, Vanessa, you probably know this, right? And then we would go around and kind of share like what our group talked about. So today's topic is really going to be about inviting. Last call 2 weeks ago, we talked about connecting and how important making connections are. And guys, they don't have to be 100% all online. You should be out and about making connections, at your kids' sporting events, at their schools, things like that. We're always talking to people. So if you're out and about and you're drinking your shake and it happens to start a conversation, you can get into, are you on a health journey as well? I've been doing it for X amount of time. I have this, private group that I'm in, and I do it with my friends, etc. You like Dave always says, like, you don't go out to do Beachbody. You kind of just do it when you're out. Like, you just happen to be talking to people, right? So connecting is the piece that brings people together, where they start to build trust and everything with you. But inviting and asking people to actually join you is the only thing that's going to grow your business. People are not going to knock down your door, no matter how many people you talk to. And a lot of times we have a misconception. Well, if I start to post on social media, people are just going to come to me. They're just going to ask me. And hey, that happens. That's awesome. But that's not going to happen majority of the time. You literally have to reach out and say, hey, I'm doing this. I see you watching me doing it. Would you want to do it with me? Be my partner, right? I think it's really important to position yourself as somebody to do it with somebody else. Not like you're up here, like, I'm going to tell you what to do. We're going to do it together. We're going to be accountability partners, right? So if you're not inviting, you don't have a business. The end, right? If that means you're not hitting Success Club and you're struggling. And if you struggle, what's going to happen? Eventually, you're going to stop and you're going to say, this doesn't work. But at the end of the day, if you're making enough connections and you are asking people to do this with you, it does work. And yeah, you're going to get no's, but the more people you talk to over time and the more consistent you are with your own journey, the more people are going to want to join you eventually. All right, he's here. So I didn't get into the thing yet. So this is what we're going to do. Let me go back. Oh, babe.
Where you trying to go?
Go to the PowerPoint. Hold on.
What did you share?
I'm going to the PowerPoint, to the questions.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there. Okay. All right, guys. Can you see my screen? Inviting and connecting. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to break off into chat room. What are they called?
Breakout room.
Breakout rooms, chat rooms, whatever we call them. We're going to go into breakout rooms in a small group. How many people? We have 16 people. So 4 groups, 4.
Yeah, did you ask this first?
No. And we're going to have a quick discussion on a couple of questions, because I know that inviting is the hardest thing for a lot of coaches. And it's where we have this big block. And again, you're not going to be here in a year from now if you don't invite. You will not have a business. So this is the question that you're going to contemplate, and I'm asking you right now, and in the chat, I just want your answers. What are your biggest struggles when it comes to inviting?
Unmute yourself or drop in the chat. Like, what are the biggest struggles when it comes to inviting right now that you have? And feel free to unmute, or I want to see in the chat.
Oh, the Tour de Pants challenge was amazing.
Time is a big deal with me. People can't find the time to,
No, we're just talking about inviting. Your struggle with inviting right now.
People that you're not inviting or connecting enough. What's the biggest one? Like, that was a good one in the chat. Somebody wrote fear of rejection. Shauna said.
Yep.
What's some else?
Connecting with enough people.
Connect with
consistently.
people so that I can invite every day. So that's a good one. Expanding your network every day is a hard thing to do. What else? I think fear is a big one. What is another reason you struggle with inviting? Stepping
outside
out,
my
so is that
comfort
part
zone.
of fear?
Yeah.
Okay. Access to new people. Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, this is what we're gonna do. There
Wait,
are,
there's another question.
was there another one? Let me see.
Feeling like you're bothering
fa-
someone. You're
that-
never a
That's a
bother.
confidence,
Putting myself out there. Yeah.
putting myself out there. So a lot of that's all overcoming fear and confidence. It
Dealing
all
with the nose. Yeah.
fear. It's all fear, confidence. So what we're gonna do is there's 15 people on. Look, we lost people as soon as we said it. We're gonna create random breakout rooms, and in your breakout room, you're gonna have a discussion in what ways you can help expand your network so you can invite more and connect, and what are ways you can overcome fear so that you can invite. And then we're gonna come back in about, we'll give it like 3 minutes, and then we'll come back and we're gonna discuss, everybody's gonna discuss the answers they came out with. So let's see
And
if
I
we
think
can
we
do
could
this
put-
route, do this right. So create, how many rooms? How many people are there?
There's 15.
So we'll do 5.
Okay.
All right, there we
Create.
go. Room 1, room 2, room 3.
Oh, that's so funny. Wait, can we mix them up?
Yeah, so let's see. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. I do this, that. That's. Hold on, guys. We're first time doing this.
Mhm.
That's good, right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so you're ready? Here we go. And you guys should be able to break off.
What do you see? Does it say join?
There you
Oh,
go.
they're gone away. Oh my God.
And where,
Where are we go?
I don't know, we're in,
Are we in a room?
no, they're all leaving.
So here, we can put the message in here, the questions again. Double.
Type in, how do you handle fear?
Here. And what was the other thing you said? What was the other thing you said?
Expand your network.
Connection, well, broadcast.
So now,
So they should have got my message.
what we do is we wait. There's a way to put a timer, but let's just put it, let's go at,
Here, I have it on my phone. Can you hear us?
there's nobody on. We're by ourselves right
Oh my God, this is so weird.
now.
Wait, what's this dot? What's this here?
That's where we are. That's this.
So we'll do 3 minutes, please.
First, I'm just gonna go to 9 o'clock.
I don't know if that's enough time for me. Oh, you can see who's talking.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, put that one together. We should focus.
yeah,
Joe, Joe
just
just-
the two of them. Okay,
They left as soon as we had to do this.
let me see. Let's go up. Let me see the name.
There's nobody talking here. I'm not talking.
Hey, where's this is
We can join this room and see.
Karina's mom.
Yeah, nobody's,
Go ahead, join the room.
no, I'm just gonna leave it because I don't.
Man. This is so funny. When is this talking? No. I think you need longer than 3 minutes. Go down and see. Oh, they're talking again.
We should probably be muted. We're recording.
Okay. That was fun. Wait, you guys can unmute. You can unmute. Unmute yourself, you guys.
Oh,
How come there's only 4 of us?
How come we're the only ones here? Are we in a new room?
Oh, you're the-
Oh, that-
It says everybody will
great
be back
room.
in like a minute.
yeah,
That was so fun.
it was fun.
Okay, everybody's coming back. Everybody's coming
Everybody's
back.
coming back.
We were like, oh my God, we're all, it was like so weird.
That was great.
So I want to now.
It wasn't
hear,
long enough.
We could see who was talking too. That
Um,
was so cool.
I want to hear.
Oh,
now, like,
no.
there were how many?
I asked
people
that
there?
question.
There were 5 rooms. So wanted somebody from each room speak up. I want to hear what you guys came up with, ways to overcome fear and expanding your network. So does anybody go, if you want to speak for your room, whoever wants to go first, let's go. Because I want to hear, we'll probably all learn from each other.
Okay, I'll go first. It was Lindsay and Lisa were in my room with me. And we really don't have a fear of inviting, but we run out of people to invite. So we're going to implement the TPS system on Facebook.
What is that?
Liza?
The Liza Polster system.
Oh.
Well,
The
can you-
Polster system.
Can you briefly explain it without a whole call to the people that don't know what it is?
Lindsay, you want to do that?
Oh, geez. Yeah, it's just, it's a really simple system on connecting, inviting, and following up. That's basically it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it is. It's just super simple. Liza's been doing it for years, and I
Yeah.
finally jumped on the bandwagon, and it's really dumb that I didn't jump on the bandwagon a couple years ago.
What's your criteria for connecting?
There's a video for it. It's in the Team Perseverance page. That would be a whole call.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can repost it if you want me to.
That'd be good.
Or bump it to the top, Linz.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, good.
Who else?
Vanessa had her hand up. What did you guys discuss?
So I was with Shauna and Molly, who are new. So, I told them how I was kind of like that in the beginning too, just worried about putting yourself out there and bothering people and feeling like that salesy kind of feel. But it really just becomes more authentic the more you're in your own journey and just sharing that and just, continuing to follow up with people who you never, thought in the beginning would want to be there with you. And now, watching your stories and watching you share your journey really, gets them, so it's important to do the follow-up too.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I like that when you're just sharing your journey. So when you're being a product of the product and you feel good, it feels less salesy because you believe in what you're doing.
Exactly.
Love that.
And that's how you grow in your confidence as well, which is one of the things that came up is, not feeling like you're being pushy or bothering someone. That's like something that you internalize, right?
Right.
That you need to really look at this as a gift and that it's not a bother to someone if you can help change someone's life,
Right.
right? If they need that. So thank you. Who else would like to share? Christina,
share.
you gonna share?
I'll go ahead and share. So it was Liza and Kathy in our group. And I think all in all, when we know all the things that we need to do to take ourselves to that next level, whether it's an invitation and asking someone and not wanting to feel salesy, or even if it's growing our business, just getting out of our own way. We all have the same tools and resources. Are we using them? Bottom line. Are we being consistent? Bottom line. And are we doing the things that we say that we're actually doing, or are we wasting time with creating posts and scrolling our feeds and all these other things?
Busy work.
Yeah, all the busy work, and it's just really getting out of our own way. So Kathy's been around for a really long time. She had a lot to say, knowing that it's, I don't want to speak on behalf of her, but I mean, she can unmute herself when she's driving, but you know, she knows what to do. She shows up every single day, but sometimes there's that one thing that just stops you from creating that invite because you don't want to feel weird. And my advice is simply that if you're genuinely sharing something without any expectation in return, then it shouldn't feel weird. You know, don't have any expectations, and then you won't be let down or feel odd. So
It's the
that's
same
it.
thing with sharing like a really good restaurant, right? Like, or a really good movie. We have no problem doing that. But because we internalize a no or a rejection as something personal, we need to like take out the emotion, right? Like Shannon's saying, disconnect the emotion from it. Don't have any expectations for what will happen. If they say yes, great. If they say no, great. I'm going to move on to the next person because I'm going to work on connecting with people. And the more I do it, the less fearful I become of it. Right.
And what is also one of the big four that nobody's really said? What should we all be doing every day for at least 10 minutes? Somebody say it.
Personal development.
Personal development.
Development.
Like, my goodness, like, I think it's the most important piece because that so plays into, listen, if you're not right in between these 2 ears and you're constantly in self-doubt and fear, you'll continue down that rabbit hole, and it continues to manifest and become greater and greater. And you're the only one. I heard something the other day said, your number one enemy to achieving the goals that you want, it's not the obstacle, it's not the goal. For us, it's not the rank. It's you're your number one enemy. It's outlasting the old you to become the new you. So it was really powerful hearing that message that it's our own self that is our biggest obstacle. So PD.
You know, Dave, I'm just going to add on the PD thing because I think it's important that people hear this. You know, personal and professional development is a huge part. It's never going to go away. However, if you're looking for personal development and you're constantly like, oh, I need a book to read so that I can do this better, or oh, what can I read to make me, you know, better at sales or closing deals or whatever it is. If you're constantly looking for PD, then you're not ready for a business either. Bottom line. Because if you're looking for that thing to help you, then your mindset isn't even in the right place yet. So personal development is a lifelong journey, but there is also a difference between personal development and professional development. And when you're ready to own a business, you'll start reading the things that will actually propel your business forward as opposed to your mindset. So our mindset is everything. It's everything in our fitness journey, our nutrition, all of that stuff. Your mind has to be right when you're ready to own a business as well, because then it becomes professional development. And that was something said to me in by one of the corporate leaders during a meeting one time, because I was looking for a book to make a recommendation to one of my coaches. And, you know, basically I had to put in my mindset that maybe that person wasn't where they really personally needed to be, and I shouldn't be relying on them to grow their business to where I think they're going to go. So just keep that in mind. We should always be reading something, but there is a difference between personal and professional development, and we should really be reading both.
And it's okay if you start reading or listening to a book, and if it doesn't speak to what you need to be like hearing, to abandon ship and just pick another one. Like, I think sometimes we feel like, oh, well, I got to finish this book because I started it. And I've done that a lot. And I'm like, yeah, no, I keep going through, you guys ever go to Audible to the sample, and you can listen for a few minutes of like books that people recommend. I will go through 20 samples before I'm like, okay, this one is holding my attention. This is what I need to hear. So sometimes you have to find what you need to hear as well. All right, thanks. All right, Christina, you want to share what you guys were chatting about in your little chat pod? I saw your little.
Yeah, sure. You saw me going.
I couldn't see you. I just see that there's like a little microphone next to all your names, and you could see who's talking. It's so fun.
I had Maria and Mary in my group, or in our group.
Yep.
And so we ran out of a little time, but what we kind of talked about is to some degree finding your niche or your niche,
Yep.
what you're comfortable kind of about, and what you what your interests are, and how you can connect or find that common connection with people, as opposed to just, kind of focused on the workouts and the nutrition and stuff. That will kind of come
Yep.
along. What else did we talk about? I think that was the bulk of it. Right?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. It doesn't have to be fitness driven. And I think a lot of coaches assume that I got to talk about fitness. But really, when it's about making those connections, like you said. So if you're connecting with other, like right now, like Christina's in this stage right now where her daughter is going to be going to college. Her daughter and my daughter are besties. So we're in a season of, talking to other moms about the struggle of, sending our girls away to school. So that's the connection. So if you have that connection with another mom, and then you get into the fact that, oh, I've been, practicing meditation, or I've been exercising every day, it's been helping my stress levels, that could be something that can connect you. So that's powerful. I agree with that. All right, good. Jojo, I'm just going to move on to you, and then we're going to go on to our next question. I know Jojo and Joe, the Joes, were together.
I was in the room with Joe, and which was really nice because we already know each other, right?
Yeah.
Joe and JoJo. So, and poor Joe, we were talking mainly about me because it was all about me. And I was talking about overcoming fear, because it's like I can connect with people, but I just don't know when to go in and ask. And so this is really good for me, because it's like, especially when somebody said about giving up the expectations, and it's just like, or if, it's something that changes your life. So why don't I just freely talk about it? I still have a lot of fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, Jojo, there's no right or wrong for when you ask someone. If you feel a connection with someone, you talk to them a couple times, your invite does not have to be something formal. It could be very much like, oh my God, I meant to tell you, I run these like online groups every month. I know we were chatting last week about the weather or whatever, but you popped into my head. Maybe it's something you consider doing down the road. Let me know. Like very casual, like, hey, have you ever considered it? Right. And if you do a good job with sharing like what you're already doing, and if that person's already like on your stories or watching you, they're going to know what you're talking about. They just haven't approached you about it.
Yeah.
Like I said, you have to ask. So don't feel like there's a timeline, a couple of weeks after talking to somebody, you can go ahead and ask them, because again, they may not be ready when you ask. And that's majority of the people, because it's a big commitment, what we're asking, but you planted a seed. So that way, if 2 months from now, or, New Year's rolls around, this person is like, oh my God, like I need to do something. They're going to remember your conversation. You're going to be in touch with them. You're going to keep that connection. And then when they are ready, it's going to be a lot easier. You're going to follow up with them in 2 months and be like, hey, I'm doing another group this month. I don't know if the time is right now, but I'm going to ask you again, would you want to join me? And if they say no, okay, whenever they're ready, they will come around. So,
and just make sure you're tracking.
Yeah.
It's never really a no. We always say it's a not right now. And if you have good rapport and somebody's like, it's not good this month, I always will follow up with them 2 weeks later just to say hello, to keep the conversation going. And then 2 weeks after that, it's a new month, and I'm inviting them again in a follow-up.
And again, if you're talking to a decent amount of people, that no is it's not gonna make you or break you. It only makes or breaks you when you're like, I need to help 3 people this month, and you've only talked to 3 people. That's when you're like, but Debbie said she wanted to do this for the last 6 months. I'm just waiting on Debbie. Come on, Debbie. Right? Like that's why you got to talk to a lot of different people, right? Debbie's not coming around. Sometimes she won't.
Well, Joe did say, and correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, but he said he invites 10 people a day. So I need to step up my game.
I love that. All right, so the next
All right.
question, guys, and I want to hear everybody kind of throw it out there. What are your most common objections you hear when you are inviting? So maybe drop them in the chat. You invite somebody, what are the most common objections that you get? Too busy, yep. No time. Too busy, no time.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Ghosting. I love that. Money. I'm happy with my Peloton. Too expensive. Don't have the money. Already doing something. Cost. Okay. So guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to break off again. And you are going to discuss how you overcome the objection when people say, right? You invite them and right away they said, I don't have the money. So how do you handle the money? The second is, how do you handle the people that say they don't have time? And I think
That's all we'll probably have time.
yeah,
for.
I think those two. So let's
Money and time. Those are the
let's
main
do
ones.
that again. We're going to break out in the groups again, discuss ways you think you can overcome dealing with the money objection and the
Time.
time objection.
So wait, you guys are probably going to go into different groups right now. You'll make some new friends.
Let's see if we could do this again.
Can we do
So yeah, I think we have to.
Recreate right down.
Yeah,
Because we have, wait, how many people are on the call right now?
I think 15.
Okay, so do 4 rooms now. There's,
So
Yeah,
let's
that's
see. Yes, okay, that's good. Good, that's good. Okay, guys, here we go. We'll bring everybody back in like 5 minutes.
we'll give you a little extra time because it's so longer. Money and time. Bye. Put that in that. Money and time. Sadie, how was your mac and cheese? Oh, cheese. So we can mute ourselves. 9:30. What's the moral of the story at the end of this starting party? Okay, we'll close this now. Welcome back.
Hey.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You know we're gonna do this every week.
I like this.
I want to be in the group. Dave and I are like, wait,
We could jump in and hop around the group.
Sorry. No. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
I like it.
You know, the biggest thing is, in a way, it helps you get confidence because you have to talk with inviting.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're all meeting new people too and getting to
Right,
know
well, that's
them.
the other thing. I
that's
said,
great.
listen, then our team, people are gonna start meeting each other.
Yeah. No, I like this because I've met some new folks. Yeah.
Everybody's coming back.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hello, welcome back, everybody. So we were just saying with Michelle, it's great for everybody to be meeting new people, new faces on the team. I also think it's good that this helps build confidence and overcoming fear to make you speak and just talk to your own teammates on the team as a whole. So getting to talk and meet people at the same time, I think it helps with your own growth and with handling everything. So with that, let's kind of go around to, maybe I want to hear from different people. So if you spoke last time, I want to hear from somebody else that hasn't spoke from a group and how you handle the two things of money and too busy. So
Or what did you learn that might be helpful?
right, what did you learn that may be helpful to handle two of those things? So who's somebody that hasn't spoke that wants to speak and represent their room? Just unmute yourself, no specific order. Go ahead, Liza.
So for the money piece, when I get that objection I never get it right at the beginning, right? It's after I've had the conversation and I go through the costs with people. I talk about the 30-day money back guarantee and say, just give it a shot. If it's not for you, fine, but at least you know that you tried it. And then also I will give them the sample workouts to do themselves so they can experience it. And then I'll come back in, like a week and just touch base and see what they thought about the workouts.
Those are great. That's gold nuggets right there. I like that.
Good job, Liza.
Really good.
And
Go
then
ahead.
for the time piece, when people say this, which is, I get this all the time, and I just say, hey, if you can only work out 3 days a week for 20 minutes, then just do that. If you can't find time to work out for those 3 days a week, then just focus on nutrition, which doesn't take up time and gets you the best results anyways. And I mean, really, that's it. Like, I'm not here to sit there and talk them into it.
Right.
If it's a no, it's a no, but I'm going to be following back up with them, in 2 months and inviting them again. So, and then I just move on, but that comes back to, you're always having people to invite and you're not getting hung up on the people that are saying no.
Right.
Love that.
Good
That's
points,
great.
Liza.
Thank you, Liza. Another room. How
And
about,
Candace, I know I saw what you said. I think it was Candace, or was it Catherine? There are no stupid things that you can say. We are all here like learning together. So don't ever feel that way. I mean, this is a very encouraging team. This is what we are here for, right? Go
who's
ahead.
next? I want to hear from either Molly or Shauna or Catherine or Mary, somebody who hasn't spoke. Or
I
Joe.
can talk for me and Lindsay and Catherine's group.
Perfect. Go ahead.
So we talked about the time and we've talked about the money, and when I was talking about the money to people, I was telling them that like I've only had 2 phone calls. I just started as a coach last week.
Oh, congrats.
But I talked to them about, how much you would pay for a gym membership versus how much you would pay for this. And I also, like the one girl, we were talking about the bike. That was one of the calls that I had. She sees me post my stories about using the bike pretty much every day. I did that Tour de Pants challenge. I've done a lot of the bike stuff, mainly because I tore my ACL and I had to have surgery. That was my only option for working out these last like 6 months. And so that was why I got the bike. And I told her, I said, I did all the homework and my husband can use the bike. With a Peloton, you don't have that option unless he buys the shoes. and the cost to me just made sense. So we talked, I break it down for them because I've already done that homework. I've actually been doing Beachbody well over 10 years. I just didn't
Wow.
coach.
Wow. That's awesome.
And so we talked about that, and they agreed with me, like breaking it down like that makes a lot of sense. And then the time thing. And that was something that a couple of the moms, like at the soccer games lately with my kids, because we were talking, they were asking me what I've been doing to lose weight and stuff. And I told them, I work out, and they always say, well, I don't have the time. And I'm like, you have time to sit on Facebook at night. You have time to play Candy Crush. You can find 30 to 45 minutes a day, if that even, just like somebody else said, you don't have to do it every day,
Yeah.
but you have that time to do it. You just have to take something else out, make it a priority, and you get it done. I don't do it at the same time every day. I do it whatever works in my schedule. I get it in. I know I'm going to feel better, even though there's days where I don't want to do it.
Mm.
And so we just talked about that, and they agreed like that those were like really good answers to have for people. Just make them aware that you're putting that time into something else, and maybe you could be doing it for healthier reasons and making yourself feel better. Because I know I feel better after I get a workout in.
Guys, I freaking love this. This
That's
is like, I said, just hearing you guys speak and us having conversation, I feel like we're all learning more by everybody participating. That's great. And welcome to the team, Molly.
Good job,
Thank
Molly.
you.
Thanks for speaking
awesome.
up.
This is such great. I love it. It's great. Let's see from another group. I haven't heard from Joe or Shauna. That group was Molly, Catherine, and I forget who. But
And
Lindsay
Mary.
and Mary. So who
Yeah.
else wants to go ahead?
So
Unmute.
I had Joe.
Go ahead, Mary.
Am I still muted?
No, you're
go
good.
ahead.
I don't know. Okay. Basically, we were talking about me. It's more of finding, like, I'm getting people to sign up, but it's keeping them that I'm having trouble with, because they'll sign up, and then after the month, it's all of a sudden, then they end up canceling. And so they were just telling me about different things. Like, of course, I haven't found the right people yet. I'm not giving up, because I do work at Disney and they see me every day. A lot of them will ask me. They're watching my stories. They're watching everything that I'm posting. And a lot of them say, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. But it's like, just I keep putting the seeds in and stuff. So
that's all you can do.
I don't know.
Mary, are you plugging them into a challenge
Yeah.
group?
That's what we started talking about right before the break off wasn't long enough. We started talking about that.
Okay.
So,
That's
but
go ahead.
I started my own, but it's trying to get them to, sign up or, get involved in it and stuff. And I'm not, like, I don't know, like, I'm posting, I'm getting stuff from Rosanna, Dana, but I'm not getting the engagement. And I even sat there because I was on.
Mary, I'm wondering if you should be plugged in with an upline coach. I don't know if you're ready to run your own group yet. Why don't you get into another group that has more engagement and has more people in it? Because sometimes people need to see that, like what everybody else is doing, to feel motivated to do that. And we can talk. I can message you tomorrow, and we can get you into my group if you want, and you can bring your people and say, hey, we have a new start for October, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes that makes a difference. So we can talk about that.
Okay.
And to go back on the topic, what we did discuss is for the price, I break it down for people where I say, you're not going to get a meal for $4, 30 meals for $4 a meal. So I break it down like that for them, because it really makes them stop and think about, oh, you're right, coffee's more expensive than that. And then, and then as for time, now with all the new workouts that we have there, some of them are even 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's been huge. So just so that the questions are answered.
Yeah.
Guys, and two things I want to add with the price objection. When you get a price objection, there's two things I often always remember. One is I didn't do a good enough job on giving them the value of what they're going to get in, say, the total solution pack. I didn't outline, after getting their why, I didn't outline that they're going to get a year of bod and 2 nutrition plans, like from expert nutritionists like Alana is, and a spot in the group and a month of Shakeology. Like, if you really think about it, it's such a good price that $160 plus your $20 coupon, then I'm like, you know what? I didn't do a good enough job on that. Number 2 is this. It's very hard to go back at somebody when they give a price objection if you also didn't spend enough time getting their goals and why first before you get to the price. Because the way I often handle a price objection, I think we've heard some great examples, is I also go back and I repeat what they shared with me, what their struggles are. I will say, like, what is it worth to your future self by not investing in yourself now? You told me you're exhausted all the time, you're stressed out, you want to fit in this dress for a wedding or whatever it is from that conversation. So you have to remember, like Liza said early on, you don't get the price objection right away. Normally you don't. Normally you get it later on when you do give them the price. And if you're constantly getting it, ask yourself, am I spending enough time going over the value of what they're getting? And if you are, and you still get the price objection, it's always good to go back at them with some of these examples, as well as reiterating to them their why that they shared with you. So I just want to share that with you guys as well.
Let's do one more person.
Yeah,
'cause
one
we're
more
running
person
long.
from what group did we miss? And then we're going to wrap up.
Vanessa's group. Who was in your group, Vanessa?
It was Maria and Shani and
And who? But you, Maria, and who?
Shannon.
Oh, and
Shani.
Me, Joe.
Maria, you
And
wanna
Joe.
speak?
and
Maria,
Joe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Joe. Okay.
Oh, Joe. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Joe.
I just shared, I usually use like the magic wand method, which is just another way of digging into their why, which is, if you had a magic wand and you had the money tomorrow, what would it be like? How would you feel a month from now? That's usually more of a rapport technique. It's not like a one hit, something you would come back to with a follow-up.
Yeah.
And just kind of use that to build rapport.
Okay.
I like that. Good. Vanessa, what did you guys discuss? What else did you guys discuss in that group?
We really just mainly talked about going back to that why, and just, focusing on, going back to that conversation, why it's so important to focus on their health and wellness and do this for yourself. And, like Joe said, what would it look like for you if this became part of your life?
Yeah, that's great. And guys, I'm going to share something. I've been talking to a girl for like a couple weeks now. Finally sent her a share cart last week. She hasn't checked out. So I followed up twice. And every time she gets back to me, she lists all the things that are going on in her life, all the things that are going wrong, in her basement, the Wi-Fi. Blah, blah. And so I just said to her, listen, it's clear you're not ready for this. You have a lot of obstacles in your way. And I don't want you to commit to this until you are ready. And I said, so I said that to her and she's like, oh my God, I appreciate you so much. I feel like she just isn't 100% ready. Right. And I said, however, I will let you know that once these obstacles are clear, there's going to be 3 or 4 others coming. So there will never be a right time for you to start this. Something will always come up in your life. You're a mom of 3 kids, like that's life. So you have to decide when is the right time to make yourself a priority. And like Dave said, I took her goals and she has some pretty big goals and some struggles and I threw them back at her. And I said, these are the things you told me you need to work on. When these become the priority, that's how you're going to know that nothing's going to stop you. So I wanted her to know, like, I understand you got a lot going on right now, but that those things are going to be replaced with other things. So she's very well aware now that like, oh shit, like I'm calling her out on her excuses, but I've told people you're clearly not ready right now. I don't want to do this with you because I don't think you're going to follow through with it. I don't think it's going to stick. And just be honest with people. If they are giving you tons of excuses, they just aren't ready. And that's okay. right? That is okay. This is a commitment. This is your health and wellness. This is not like buying skin cream, right? It's different. So we're asking people to really change their lifestyle. So it's got to be something that they're ready to do. And again, the more conversations you have, that conversation is not going to be a big deal.
Right, that's why you don't want to rely on the same 2 or 3
Debbie,
people.
don't rely on Debbie. All right, guys, we've been on for a long time. Everybody thought this was helpful? Because it's definitely something we'll do again. I'm you know, you
I
guys were,
think it's a great
you guys
training.
did awesome. Like really, really proud of you. And thank you for being honest and open. And Catherine, there are no dumb questions. That's how we learn. You guys have a great night, and I'll be posting the flash sale stuff in the team page tomorrow. And we'll be running the flash sale on Thursday. All right.
Good night, guys.
Good night, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.